Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next in our series called Working in the New Normal. And we promise to keep these short. And so to keep ourselves honest, we're going to be using some time management skills that we'll talk about in a minute. But here's the one I'll be using. This is a kind of a cool little thing. Got it on Amazon. It's a timer that gives you 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30, 1 hour. So when I turn it to 5, so 5 is up, the timer will start. And at the end of 5, it'll beep. And that'll remind us to wrap things up. So let's get going. The topic of this particular segment is going to be remote support of process improvement projects or line design projects or Kaizen events. Whatever you're trying to do, we're trying to support it remotely and talk about some key things that we're going to need. And this is based on our actual experience. In fact, Gerard just spent some time this morning, right, working with a client remotely. So we're learning as we go, but we're going to share some of these things with you. So quickly, first one is time management. So we want to keep track of time because when you're working remotely, there's a different kind of sense of time, and you have to really be cautious of it. It's harder to stay focused when you're watching a screen and dealing through these tools like Zoom or Skype or WebEx or Webinar Jam or whatever tool you're using. It's harder. So as a consultant, we're going to have to pay attention to time and really condense it down. Being there live, being on-site live is more forgiving in terms of time management. There's more time to bond, more time to chit-chat and wander around, but you really have to manage your time much more closely when you're remotely consulting like we're doing right now.
I have noticed the difference because even when I'm live, I am very structured. I live by this. I set a timer for everything, and I always tell my teams, okay, guys, we invest in the next, and I use always that word, we invest in the next 10 minutes discussing this one topic, and I don't let anybody get out of the topic until, 10 minutes are up, done, and we move on, right?
Yeah, check out the Pomodoro. Did I cut you off?
No.
The Pomodoro technique, no time to talk about it now, but check it out online, Pomodoro. And this is a time management technique, right, to focus in a fixed amount of time, 25 minutes in that case, yeah. and really focus. And there's a whole whole ecosystem related to the Pomodoro technique that you can.
And I notice I get things done a lot quicker online, and this is my this is my method. I like this one. So basically, make sure that you track the time closely. That's number one. Number two, you need some basic gear, right? It's not the same to talk to this guy, right, than to talk to this guy. You need some basic gear. First of all, you need to select your communication software, maybe Zoom, make sure that you're not being Zoom bombed. Microsoft Teams for some of you, WebEx or Skype or Webinar Jam, whatever you use, you need to pick one, get good at it, understand its features, yeah? Some of them can record. Right now we're recording using Zoom, but we also use Webinar Jam, and with my clients, I use Microsoft Teams. Get a decent camera. I happen to be an Apple guy. My camera is decent, but in many other cases it's not. Get a decent camera. They're not expensive. Get a decent microphone. Yesterday we recorded a session, and I told Richard, my only complaint is the sound. Well, after that I went to my studio microphone, much better sound. Decent speakers, a good headset. Noted Richard is wearing a headset. I also have a headset. And these are not expensive. This is a pretty fancy gaming headset. Is $25 on Amazon, right? And get some lighting. Lighting doesn't need to be fancy, but make sure you get some lighting. Do a little bit of Googling where the lighting needs to hit you so you don't look like you're talking from the crypt. All right, so get that basic gear. It's not expensive, and it will make you look a lot more professional. So you're set up.
Yep. And the camera, by the way, is not as important as you might think. I think lighting is more important in terms of looking good. Lighting is more important than the camera, but the cameras are not expensive. I got a Logitech. I think it was $50 and looks pretty good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look great.
Yeah.
Also, camera placing. I don't want to see your nose hair, so don't put the camera down here. Always above your eye level. But that's it. The most important thing you need to succeed in supporting line designs or continuous improvement process remotely is a clear roadmap, a method, a process to follow. If you don't have a process, you cannot hold your people accountable. I know that you need that. We do use that when we're on site, when we're live, absolutely. But it becomes all more important when you do this remotely. So follow a process. We have our own, we have our roadmap, and we talk a little too much.
Well, we're going to share that roadmap with you in a future episode. Just want to let you know that we do have it, and we'll share some of the details of what's included in that roadmap in another session, I think. But the alarm went off, right? 5 minutes.
Yeah. So it is what it is. 5 minutes, no more. Next time we're gonna do another video for you, and in another video we'll talk about the roadmap. Thank you all.
Okay. Bye now.